not know me, I am Baron Bones. Rex King usually busts me out whenever there's a horror movie to be reviewed. And whenever he does a Halloween special, usually I get 2 months of my own show. However, because he had to cut back on from the archive this year because of personal reasons, I only get this one episode. But it's Halloween, and what better way to celebrate than with a Vincent Price horror movie? Today we talk about House on Haunted Hill. It was released on February 17th, 1959. Directed by William Castle, written by Rob White. It was one of William Castle's emergio pictures, films that used gimmicks to get people into seats. In this case, a skeleton would glide over across the screen and scare people during a certain scene in the film. The film was so successful, it made $2.5 million on a budget of about $200,000. And it became so successful that certain people took notice. Elvira would say that this is one of her favorite films of all times. And Alfred Hitchcock was so inspired that he decided to make his own low-budget horror movie. You know, a little number called Psycho. Of course, this film's legacy was cemented. But does it still hold up? Let's discuss it. So for those of you who don't know, House on Haunted Hill is about a millionaire, played by Vincent Price, holding a party in a haunted house where 7 people have died, and he invites 7 others to a party there. All they have to do is survive the night, and each one of them will leave with $10,000 in their pocket. Of course, there's also his wife, who he doesn't get along with, played by Carol Omart. And there's something sinister afoot, as they are locked in, and there's terror around every corner. No one truly knows what to expect. So, the story of House on Haunted Hill is pretty standard, actually. You have your group of characters, they're locked in a house, and they have to survive the night. And scary things happen to them. The scares haven't aged as well as a lot of other horror movies from this time period, but you can still get what they were going for, and some of them are actually legitimately creepy. The atmosphere created by the story is absolutely spectacular, and you're just waiting for something to happen. The characters aren't written well and are all easily forgettable, and the performances are a little bit goofy. The only true performer who does a great job is Vincent Price here. Everyone else is okay, but some of them are overacting and overplaying their parts. And the visuals, well, actually, that's where I get to say they hold up quite well. The scenes and set decorations are spectacular. The makeup effects are truly wonderful. And the lighting is perfection when you get to see it. Unfortunately, most remastered versions aren't quite up to snuff. There aren't any really great versions of this film. In fact, my version has a black line above the screen that appears and disappears at whim. But to be honest, it didn't distract me, and I still felt that the film held up visually. The music is pretty standard. I've heard scores like this a dozen times, and you can expect to hear something like this from this time period. At the end of the day, House on Haunted Hill is everything you expect a horror movie from this time period to be. But it's still good. I still enjoy it. And if you're looking for a fun little popcorn flick this Halloween, you could do worse. Pop in House on Haunted Hill and see for yourself what I am talking about. Though our time is brief this year, I hope you all remember that whenever you see a dark figure, whenever you see something in the corner of your eye, hear a creak under your bed, That is me. I am there. Always be terrified, my friends. Always be terrified. See you next year!